What is going on, guys? Cody here to give my WWE Bad Blood predictions video. First Bad Blood show in over 20 years. I'm trying to think. Is the last one they did the one where Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker fought? I'm probably wrong on this, but you guys comment in the comment section below when the last Bad Blood show was, because I'm not sure. But I'm very much looking forward to this show. You got 5 matches so far announced. I'm recording this while Raw is going on. So if anything gets announced on Raw or SmackDown this week, I'm sorry it won't be predicted. But the 5 matches that we have here, I think, are what we're going to get. I don't think anything new is going to get added. So let's get into these predictions, guys. And we'll start at the bottom, make our way up. WWE Women's Championship match. Nia Jax taking on the former champion Bayley. These two had a match at SummerSlam. It was pretty good, actually. I really enjoyed their match where Nia won the belt. And I just don't see them putting the belt back on Bayley, especially when the reign she had from WrestleMania to SummerSlam was very underwhelming. I think Nia Jax retains here, probably either by help from Tiffany Stratton or Naomi, because it seems like there's been these little undertones with Naomi that she may be going heel. I also think, if you follow Bayley on Twitter after their match, she was posting about Naomi being her friend. I feel like that's them setting the seeds for an eventual feud between them, because they're both going to need something to do after this program, because I don't think either of them are going to be in the title picture. So yeah, Nia Jax retains here. It's just more of a question of who screws over Bayley. More than likely Tiffany Stratton, but it would be very interesting if it ended up being Naomi. Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns taking on Sikoa and Jacob Fatu. What's likely to be the main event, but it's not listed at the top here, so that's why we're going to go ahead and predict it now. I mean, Roman Reigns, it's his first match since WrestleMania. The dude's not losing. I wonder how much of an interaction we're going to get between him and Jacob Fatu, because it seems like the big money match is him versus Jacob, but another big money match is going to be him versus Solo. So I actually think this match is going to be very heavy on Cody Rhodes getting the crap kicked out of him and then making the hot tag to Roman. And Roman, starts going after both of them and eventually pins Sikoa for the win. This match, it's got a lot of hype behind it just because of who's involved in it. You got the WWE champion, the dude that was champion for almost 4 years, and then, Jacob Fatu, who's been a main event player since he's debuted, and then Sikoa, who's the leader of the new bloodline. So, you look at it and you're like, oh, man, this match, you got to be super hyped for it, but it's also I don't think it'll be, the best wrestling match ever, I think it'll be very average, which is kind of why I don't want it to main event, but with that much star power, it's gonna. WWE Women's World Championship match. Liv Morgan taking on Rhea Ripley with Dominic Mysterio suspended above the ring in a shark cage. They're trying to sell those shark cage toys again. This match, I really, really loved the match they had at SummerSlam. Liv and Rhea, their match at SummerSlam was excellent. And I know it seems like, oh, Rhea's going to get the belt back. But whenever Rhea gave up the belt, it was kind of like, who the hell did she have left to defend it against? After she beat Becky Lynch, people were kind of like, what's next for Rhea, And then the draft happened, and that kind of opened up more challengers for Rhea. Then she got hurt and had to vacate the belt. And Liv, she's really only defended the belt against Rhea and Zelina. I can't think of another person she's defended the belt against besides, no, because she didn't defend it against Becky after she lost the belt to her, did she? Oh, wait, no, she did on the Raw after, I think. But I just don't feel like it's time for Liv Morgan to drop the belt yet. I feel like they can get another match out of them. Just because Dominic is in the cage doesn't mean the rest of the Judgment Day is not going to interfere, So I definitely see either Dom slipping some brass knuckles or something in his pants and dropping them down to Liv, or the other members of the Judgment Day trying to interfere by distracting Rhea. Damian Priest comes down and tries to take care of business against them, depending on when his match happens. if he, fights Finn before this, maybe he doesn't help Rhea, but if his match happens after this match takes place, then maybe he comes out and helps Rhea, It inadvertently costs her the match, and maybe some dissension starts to build between them, It's just a thought I have, but I don't feel like Liv's going to win I don't feel like Liv is going to lose the championship just yet. I could be very wrong in this. I more than likely will be. But I just feel like if they put the belt back on Rhea, there's not much they can do with it, Speaking of Damian Priest, he will be taking on Finn Balor. And this one's kind of hard to predict, actually. Like, I don't know who's going to win. If I had to bet, I mean, Finn hasn't won a one-on-one pay-per-view match in a long time, dude. So I think this actually might be a Finn Balor win. Like I said, kind of the same case with Liv. The Judgment Day can interfere in this match, And I can definitely see that where Priest gets screwed over in the first match, and then there's a stipulation between him and Finn for the second match, and then the third match eventually maybe it's like a cage match or a Hell in a Cell to keep the Judgment Day out. This match, like I said, I definitely think there's just going to be some interference by the Judgment Day, and it's going to help Finn Balor retain. Very much looking forward to this match, though. It's going to have a lot of emotion, a lot of good storytelling. I mean, Priest this year has been on fire, and Finn Balor is a very good wrestler. So definitely looking forward to this match. But not as much as I'm looking forward to what should be the main event. CM Punk taking on Drew McIntyre in Hell in a Cell. This is probably going to be the last match between these two men. And what a feud they have had. Feud of the year. And it culminating in a Hell in a Cell match is just very fitting of the stipulation. It's kind of like, you feel like good has to prevail over evil, so you feel like CM Punk has to win. But what's next for CM Punk after this? Because it looks like when Seth Rollins comes back, he's going to feud with Bronson Reed, since Reed took him out. So what's next for CM Punk? Which makes me think Punk could lose this, and then Drew McIntyre can go on and feud with, any number of baby faces, Like, he could go after Jey Uso in the Intercontinental Championship. But, I don't know, the way this story's going, like, I don't think it makes Punk look good for McIntyre to say all this shit about him and then get beat by the dude in the blow-off match, So I feel like CM Punk has to win. And maybe he goes after Gunther next for the World Heavyweight Championship, because Gunther's going to need a challenger after he takes care of Sami Zayn. Or maybe they just put Punk on ice until the Royal Rumble, you don't have to have him on the show every week, But my official prediction is CM Punk. I may be wrong. Let me know what your guys' predictions are in the comment section below. I'd like to hear them, because like I said, this show, it's only 5 matches, but some of these matches to me are kind of hard to predict, It's, I don't know, like, it's going to be a very good show. Like I said, a lot of good. That's the thing with these Triple H shows. Like, they may only have 5 matches, but these people are going to be given time to really tell a story. By the way, this show is going to be starting at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. That's because there's a UFC show that night, and WWE is not trying to, step on any toes. So that's why the show's starting earlier than normal. But guys, thanks. That's the video. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Check out episode 66 of the Trainwreck Podcast. It will drop the day after this video drops. So if you guys will check that out for me, we will be reviewing week 4 of the NFL season and predicting week 5. And I also have a really crazy story about something that happened in my neighborhood last night. You guys are going to want to check out that story. So check out episode 66 of the Trainwreck Podcast. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I'll see you guys next time.